everyone. I warmly welcome all of you to yet another session again. Today we'll be looking at what you have on your screen. Output devices of the computer system. Alright, so this lesson, as you know, is presented by Manijawada Abubakar. Let's proceed to what computer output devices are. Output devices are peripherals, that is, the part of the computer that receive the processed data, in other words, information, and display to the user. Output devices provide data in different forms. The display, that is what you see as outputs, are in different forms. Examples include the audio, the visual, and the hard copy media, that is the information on paper. And the picture you see here are the different output devices that we have. So taking us further, we'll look at the examples of the computer output devices. And there are various output devices that are available for use. Some of them include the monitor, the printer, the projector, the speakers, the headphones, the plotters, etc. And the image here shows the devices that are mentioned above. So now let's proceed to talk about the monitor. What do we mean by the monitor? Or what is the function of the monitor? The monitor is the most common computer output device that creates a visual display as it forms images from tiny dots called pixels. Now, the tiny dots that form the images that are displayed on the screen are called pixels. Of course, we know that I've told you before now that pixels are nothing but what? The tiny dots that make up or that are composed of a given image on the screen. These pixels are arranged in a rectangular form, and the sharpness of the image depends upon the number of pixels that your screen can contain. So monitors come in various sizes and resolutions. Now let us look at the common types of monitor quickly. There are two kinds of viewing screens used for monitors. The first one is the cathode ray tube, of course, and then the second one is the flat panel displays. The monitors you see have different types of viewing screen. The two of them include the cathode ray tube, that is the CRT monitor, and then the flat panel monitors. All these monitors depend on what we call video card, which is positioned either on the computer motherboard or in a specialized expansion slot. This sort out the computer data into image details that the monitors can then show. So that is what we mean by video card. Without a video card, the monitors will not be able to display or show images on the screen. So in other words, they have what we call the video card. Now let us look at each of these category of the monitor. The first one is the cathode ray tube. The cathode ray tube, as you can see from the image there, is a vacuum tube that contains phosphorescent dots. Phosphorescent what? Dots used to generate the pixels that constitute displayed images. So this is a typical demonstration of a CRT monitor. Those are big, huge monitors that we use in those days. Are CRT monitors. Now taking us further, let us look at the flat panel screen. That is the flat panel displays we have. You can see the image there. It is a display that refers to a class of video devices which have reduced volume or size and weight, as well as less consumption of power in comparison to the CRT monitors. You can hang them on walls or wear them on your wrist, looking at their screen sizes or their sizes and shapes, unlike the CRT monitors that can only be placed in one place. It makes use of liquid crystals or plasma to produce output. So The way it produces output or it display images is the use of what? Liquid crystals or plasma. And light is passed through the liquid crystals in order to generate the pixels, as you can see from the screen there. Now let us now look at the forms of flat panel screens. Flat panel what? Screens. We have the emissive displays, that is those ones that emit light, and these are called light emitting diodes. They are devices that convert electrical energy into light energy, and that is why they call them light emitting diode, abbreviated as LED, LED. Then we have the non-emissive displays. Non-emissive displays are those ones that use optical effects to convert sunlight or light from other sources into graphic patterns. For example, the liquid crystal displays, LCD. Liquid what? Crystal displays. So that is that. Now let us now look at briefly the difference between the cathode ray tube and the flat panel displays. What are the differences? The CRT is a desktop monitor. In fact, both of them are desktop monitors. The CRT uses are large and they consume power. So the cathode ray tube is what? Is a monitor that what? Contains a cathode ray tube. It is a large sealed glass tube. The front of the tube is the screen. It is large in size and involves high power consumption. The LCD monitor is again a desktop monitor that uses a liquid crystal display to produce images. These monitors produce sharp, flicker-free images. LCD monitors have a small footprint, that is, they do not take up much deck space, unlike the CRT that take up much deck space. So now, with this, we have come to the end of our class for today. We'll continue from here in our next contact. Thank you very much.